Hi, welcome to Golden Years. I'm Lori Betts. This month I am interviewing Sue Becks from the Medina Community Recreation Center. She is going to be sharing with us all the activities that are going to be happening through the end of 2016. So come on back and she's going to give us an update.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh!
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Hi, I'm Ed Zachary, Director and Service Officer for the Medina County Veteran Service Office. If you're a veteran or a widow of a veteran and you need assistance in filing a claim with the Department of Veterans Affairs, give us a call, 1-844-722-3800. That's 1-844-722-3800.
Welcome to Golden Years. I am interviewing Sue Becks and she is representing Medina Community Recreation Center. She is the Senior Activities Coordinator. That sounds like a exciting, important job.
It's very fun. It is so much fun. I look forward to going in and talking. It's pretty much my
you do well talking. Yes, you do.
It is my passion is talking with people, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be in person, on the phone, whatever. I just like to talk.
That's your personality.
It is. It is. So.
Well, first of all, I'm going to go backwards and I want to talk about the senior walk. I know that is one of your babies, so I want you to tell me the whole story of that background and how that got started. Because this is the second annual now, correct?
No,
It just happened.
It just happened. It is always the Friday before Labor Day, the senior walk. So our first one was 2 years ago.
In the rain.
In the rain. Tsunamis, hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, everything happened that morning. But then at 11:30, the sun came out and it was a beautiful day and we still had almost 100 walkers. This year was September the 2nd. It was our second annual and we had Dawn Kendrick as our MC, our celebrity guest host. We've teamed up with Love Inc. of Medina County and it was a huge success. We had 200 people, in attendance, and we raised over $5,000 for the Medina County Office for Older Adults Home Delivered Meals Program.
Awesome.
Anyways, so how it got started was about 4 years ago. I took a group of my 55 and better group to the Cleveland Senior Walk. Let's see.
Which is in September?
It is in September, correct.
Okay.
I think towards the end of September.
Because I think someone just came in and rented a wheelchair for the day.
Yeah.
Mom wanted to go.
And so what was happening at this time was the very first time, about 5 years ago, just a small group of us went. We had such a great time in Cleveland around the convention center at the walk that we said we should bring a larger group. So the following year, as it was getting closer to, it was also the National Senior Olympics that were being held in Cleveland.
Ah, okay.
And the National Senior Olympics is huge. There's everything from swimming to pickleball to tennis to basketball, badminton, shuffleboard, you name it, everything. Each year or every couple of years it goes around to different locations. Every other year is what it is.
And it's all competition.
Correct. And you actually have to try out for it. Each state has their own tryouts. I run a pickleball group at the RecCenter, so of course we were in tune with when it was because some of my people actually try out the year before. So we signed up a group of people to volunteer at the Senior Olympics in Cleveland. One of my seniors was great, and they wrote to the city schools, Medina City Schools, asking if we could get a bus to transport us all. And the next thing we knew, we had over 35 people wanting to go, and the city schools did give us a bus to go to Cleveland, and they waited for us and took us home as well. That was fantastic.
Collaboration.
It was,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
collaboration is great. So we walked in the Senior Olympics, walked in the senior walk, and then scored and judged badminton, shuffleboard, and pickleball at the Senior Olympics. That's all in one day. Came back, everyone was so excited. Some of our people went back on their own and did scoring and judging some of the events a couple days throughout that week. But we all came home on the bus, so excited. Everyone said, we need to bring this to Medina. We need something like this in Medina. This is so energizing. This has changed our lives. And they were so glad to see Cleveland, and it was, the new convention center was built. That so for a year or two after that, I solicited different places wanting to get this senior walk going throughout the county. Medina County needs their own senior walk now because we can't always go to Cleveland, and it's also good to have different things to promote health and wellness, socialization, all that. So after asking quite a few groups, I was talking with Dave Wadsworth, Medina County Clerk of Court, and was telling him of this dilemma. I wanted it to be a free event for seniors. I didn't want them to have to pay for it. And so he said he would approach the Medina City Mayor, Mayor Hanwell, and see if it wasn't something that they could work on getting together.
And he loves seniors.
He loves seniors, and you know, he obviously loves working with people and helping people, so it was a perfect fit. And Mayor Hanwell also is great to the seniors of the city. So next thing I knew, it was going forward. We needed a nonprofit, and Love Inc. of Medina County was just so amazing. They stepped in. We have an amazing committee with Love Inc. part of it, Dave Wadsworth, the Medina's mayor. They then went and got some great sponsors and other committee members. Pearl View Care Center here in Brunswick is the main sponsor. They have been both years. And then also Carlson Funeral Homes have been a main sponsor, and also big, huge help. Matt Heisey is part of our committee.
Oh, good.
So yeah, and we have other great, you know, committee members, and we had a ton of sponsors. And again, like I said, this year we raised, last year we raised $3,000 to give to the Medina County Office of Older Adults Home Delivered Meals Program, and which delivered over 44,000 meals last year to seniors in need, who typically, it might be the only person who visits them in a day, and the only meal they, you know, hot meal that they might have in a day as well. So it's not
So
only
well
just,
needed.
it is, and it's not only a meal, it's well check. They talk with them, become friends with them, and really make sure they're safe in their home.
Yeah, like you said, it's a well check.
Yeah.
So that's someone going into the house, knocking on the door to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, and if they don't answer their door, they the volunteer who's bringing the meal has emergency number to check up on them, you know, to find out, say, hey, so-and-so's not answering your door, so that, again, would alert somebody if there's anything. When they go in there, they also talk with them and converse with them and have a conversation and just make sure that everything's okay. If they're answering anything funny or, you know, seeming like they're struggling with anything, then, you know, the proper people are alerted to maybe something needs to be checked out.
So did you set the date for 2017?
We did. It is always the first Friday before Labor Day, from 10 a.m. till 2
Rain
p.m.
or shine.
Rain or shine. And it is this coming year is September the 1st, 2017. It's always on the Medina Square from 10 to 2. The walk kicks off at noon. And but from 10 to noon, they can register. There's tons of vendors to talk with, lots of great freebies, some food. Coffee is provided by Spokes Cafe, that great group that started that little place. Spokes is right in Medina on the Champion Creek Trail, just a little south of the square. They have a great little building there that you can rent bicycles, get coffee, and all that. It's special needs people who run it. So they also bring you coffee. Yeah, we're big. One of my huge things is collaborating. I love collaborating with people. Bring them in. The more, the merrier. You know, and so the senior walk is not only just it's called for the health of it, and so. It's not, and to me, health, a huge portion of health is mental, social, getting out there, talking with people, meeting new people. It's so important. It's so important to keep, happiness and mental health is a huge portion of health.
That being said, what other activities are going on at the Rec Center?
Well, I'm always coming up with something new. Whatever is mentioned to me, hey, we should do this. Hey, we should do that. So the glory is that the Medina Community Rec Center just kind of lets me create new programs anytime I think is great. Of course, if it was really crazy idea, I might get told, hey, be careful, do this or that. But they are so great in allowing me to let my creative mind run crazy. So from activities, I don't know if you don't mind, I'm gonna, just so I don't forget something, activities, we have a bunco group which meets the first Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m. At the Rec Center. One of my seniors came to me and said, hey, we should have a crocheting and knitting group. I've got so many people who love to do that. And so, next thing you know, the second and fourth Wednesdays are now at 1 p.m., 1 to 3 p.m. is our crochet and knitting group. We have at least 15, 20 people.
It's a good amount.
Yeah, who attend each time and knit and crochet like crazy. Almost all of it that they make gets donated to groups throughout the county. Hospice Medina County.
Do you do nursing homes, skilled centers?
Not yet. So far we did like birth care, job and family services for little children. The one on oh boy,
Oaks.
It's south of town. I'm sorry, it'll come to me. Lots of different, like for babies. Also, like I said, the hospice and different groups throughout the area. It'll come to me probably later.
Okay. Well, in the knitting world, I mean, their fingers are moving.
It is crazy.
So not freezing those fingers.
Right. Not only the people who attend the knitting and crocheting group are doing it to donate as well. We've got about 5, 10, 15 people who do it from home because they can't make it on Wednesdays, who also bring it into me regularly. And so at the Rec Center, I have this lovely box that I put any yarn donations, you're welcome to just deposit here, because we know that we all buy things and 5 years later haven't used them. So if people want to donate, they can bring it to the Rec Center and donate it. Well, with that being said,
How big is that box?
It's just a small box, but I did have one lady, she was moving out of her house, she was downsizing and moving into somewhere new, very downsizing, and she had an entire storage room or attic or something full of yarn. She brought, her and her son packed up her van, like packed up her minivan full, and brought the entire minivan full. I wasn't there at the day, so my boss, Mike Wright, who's the director of the Medina Recreation Center, and one of my seniors, Lori Shearer, took it in and put it in a storeroom waiting for me. I came in one day and I went, holy mackerel, it was an entire van full of yarn. Every color, every texture that you could imagine.
I guess she made a lot of things in her life.
So yeah, so we
tried to.
Yeah, we have a lot of great yarn that they can use. They just have to bring their needles or their crochet hook, whatever, and then we can meet new people. We've teamed up with Brookdale, North and South, Medina North and South. and they are bringing coffee or drinks and their famous cookies for our knitting and crocheting group each time. And then also, if any of their people there at Brookdale want to come, they'll bring them as well to knit and crochet with us.
Sounds like a neat activity.
It is fun. Anyways.
Okay, wait, we're going to take a real quick break.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back, and then you're going to tell me more of what's going on there.
Awesome.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
You're watching The Facts.
Welcome back to Golden Years. I am interviewing Sue Becks from the Medina Community Recreation Center, and she's telling me all the exciting activities that take place there. So let's continue.
Okay. So we did knitting and crocheting group. Now we also have a euchre group that meets twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Wait, let me stop you right there.
Okay.
If the senior cannot get there by car, is there transportation?
There is. The Medina County Loop does stop at the Medina Community Recreation Center.
Good. All
The Loop,
right.
that Medina County Loop bus does stop at the Rec Center. So we're
So
very
you have no
blessed.
excuse to get up there.
No, you don't. And so euchre group is very informal. And then Wii Bowling League. We have a Wii Bowling League. We're
Wii,
also And
That's still popular?
very popular.
Good.
Very popular. In fact, this year we did team up with Brookdale North and South as well. They're going to get their people bowling at their facilities. They bowl 4 times a month, and then we bowl 4 times a month. And then we're going to compare scores and put up a leaderboard
Good
and have fun.
idea.
And then in January, February, we'll have a bowling tournament, probably at Brookdale. And then in May or beginning of June, we'll have a bowling banquet. So they stay in their facility and bowl during the time we stay in ours, bowl separately, and then we just communicate the scores each month, the averages, and put it up on a leaderboard. I put it on my bulletin board to communicate to everybody what we're doing.
Then you'll join together for the dinner.
And then we'll join together for the tournament, and then join together for the bowling banquet. It'll be fun. So then, last but not least, we also have chess. We have a chess group that meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well.
Pretty busy over
during
there.
During the euchre, we've got a group that plays chess. That's 10 a.m. On Tuesdays and Thursdays at the rec. And then, last but not least, is pickleball. If you've never heard of pickleball, it is the fastest growing sport in the world. It actually had a whole 60 minutes expose on it, on pickleball.
Okay,
as being the
explain
fastest.
to us what pickleball
so
is.
Pickleball is totally fun. It is for those people who like tennis or racquetball or any of that sort of thing, or just want to learn a new game. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 in the morning till 10:30 in the morning at the indoors at the rec center. We have 3 courts. Basically, they're badminton-sized courts. The net is like a tennis net, but a little bit lower. We have the paddles, we have the balls, we have all of that. The paddles are like a racquetball racket. The balls are like a small wiffle ball, and you serve, it bounces once on one side, they hit back, it bounces on the other side, and then once it bounces once on each side, you can go up to the net and do almost like a ping pong volleying with this ball and smashing it down, into the next court. But my group in general plays just for fun. So we love to teach people. We love new faces to who've never played. We do have 3 levels of courts. Who very, very beginner, never played, beginner, intermediate, and then people who want to be more competitive. So it's just a fun game, very social. We also have our own in-house tournaments in the fall and in the spring. So just for fun, and then that kind of gets people used to playing in a tournament, and then many times they'll go and have the courage then to go out to other rec centers and play in a tournament over there. Yeah, Middleburg Heights is huge with it, and now Strongsville started playing pickleball. There's a few outdoor courts now in Medina at Sam Massey Park and Ken Cleveland Park. So even Medina is picking up and starting to growing with pickleball too. How it got started was, I believe in Arizona and Florida, in the more senior communities there. It got started with a few courts, and now there's over 100 courts, like at the villages, that are booked morning till night. Just morning till night.
I guess seniors like it.
And it is a senior Olympic sport now. So it's, again, like I said, the fastest growing sport in the world. They actually have the International Federation of Pickleball, the National Federation of Pickleball. So it's a great
and good exercise for them because they're moving around.
And the good thing about it is, if people have played tennis, they know the whole range of motion you have to do that large racket, and it's really hard on the joints.
Oh, yeah,
whereas
sure.
pickleball is much easier on the joints because it's a lighter ball, smaller racket, and smaller court. And we usually play doubles, so you don't have to run as much. We even have some people who are limited mobility.
Oh, I'm sure.
Who play, they don't get around the court as much, but they have fun with it.
I was going to say, they're there for fun.
Oh yeah, tons of fun with it.
What a neat sport.
Yeah, so pretty much anytime somebody suggests something to me, I can create a new program. Yeah, research it.
Good for
and
you.
create a new program.
Good.
My favorite thing that I do, I love all of this, don't get me wrong, I love the activities and programs. We have a walking club that was started, 10, 12 years ago. And it's so informal. You basically can walk outside, inside, walk on a treadmill, do an exercise class, swim in the pool, let's see, whatever you want to do. Any activity that can give you like a mileage readout, you can record. You get a folder, you sign up, you get a folder, and you just record your mileage. I add them up and say, eventually, wow, you just walked to Columbus, now walk your way back. Or we have people who've walked actually over 20,000 miles in those 12 years. Walked or biked. Bicycling is, you can do as well. And I'll just say, wow, you just circumnavigated the world. This is awesome. And so, and they have a plaque. If you get 1,000 miles or more, you get a plaque up on the wall on the walking track. So I always say they're famous.
Oh, that's good. And I'm sure they just eat that up.
Right. And the thing that inspires me the most with that is most 55 and better people who are in it are walking and walking and
Activity.
walking. Yeah, just walking is such a great activity. It can never be overestimated, the benefits of walking. But also very motivating and relaxing, and can be social because you can chat with people while you're walking. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: with these citywide recreation centers, can one person from Brunswick go over to Medina or over to Wadsworth visit?
Yeah, anybody can come to my programs. I have people who come from all over. The great thing about my programs are, if you're a Silver Sneakers member, or even if you belong to Silver Sneakers, you can join at any of the rec centers that are partake in the Silver Sneakers or any of the facilities, and you can belong to 5 or 10 different group things. Once you scan in, you get to use all of the things for free. If you're not a member, all of these programs, except pickleball, the bunco, the crocheting, knitting, euchre, Wii bowling, walking club are all just $1 to participate in at the Medina Rec Center. And pickleball is $4 since it's using of the court for a long time. And we have all the paddles and the balls and that sort of thing, so that's $4. So we try to make it really, really affordable for anybody. That's whether you're from Medina, Brunswick, Cleveland, wherever. It's $1 to participate in the programs. I also have an amazing set of one of my favorite things, because it's so inspirational, is the 55 and Better guest lecture series. That's generally on the 1st and 3rd Fridays of the month. at 10:30 in the morning. Sometimes due to holidays or something, we change it. But that's generally the first and third Fridays. This can all be, it's on our website, the MedinaRec.org, I believe.
Okay.
So the guest lectures, I really try to bring inspirational speakers to let 55 and better know that you're never too young or old to learn. My motto for the 55 and better group is, I'm going to read this, the goal of the 55 and better club is to exercise the body, educate the mind, and make new friends.
Perfect.
Because it's all about,
Perfect.
having fun and enjoying life. So some interesting things, for example, say that we like to educate and inspire. We had Beth Schnabel. She works so much in Medina County on things. She talked about her travels with Habitat for Humanity and how she goes around the country and the world building homes. And she's a 55 and better person as well. And so you're just never too old to go and catch your passion and achieve something you've always wanted to do. Travel, educate. We had Ralph Fingston from the Northern Ohio Railway talk about the Berea sandstone quarries. He just came last time. And coming up is Lynn Hermansky talking about leaving a legacy, recording your life story, recording your life story in a book, on video, whatever, to leave for your family. And of course, on October 21st, we have our senior day at the Medina Recreation Center at the MCRC. That's a free day from, I believe, 9:30 in the morning till 12:30 in the afternoon. We teamed up with the Medina County Office for Older Adults and the Cleveland Clinic Medina Hospital, and we put on a whole day that's free for seniors. Health screenings, free flu shots, food, lots of vendors. It's just a fun day.
And nails or anything foo-foo like that?
No, but that could be something that we could add. I do plan on working with a couple of beauty salons in the area to do something transformational for 55 and better. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, what is your age group? I mean, you're saying 55. What's your oldest member?
Gosh, I've had people like 94, 95. Ralph Waite, if you know Ralph Waite, he is fantastic. He comes in at least 2-3 times a week, and exercises and works out and meets with a personal trainer, and just is awesome. And so I would say, generally 60 to 100. It's never ever, the other motto of my club of my group is move it or lose it. And we all know you've got to move those. You've got to move those bones. You got to move your muscles and exercise, or you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it, and that's sad to say, but it's true. You got to value this thing that God gave you and use it.
That's right.
And same with the mind. Same with your jaws of talking. Everything.
You always have to stay active.
You do. So. Go out and get active.
Really? Stay alive.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us this month, and we'll see you next month.
what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit.
I get it. I can do better. Just please, don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.